Production systems mainly used in sewing rooms. In apparel production system is an integration of materials handling, production processes, personnel and equipment that directs workflow and generates finished products. Three types of production systems commonly used to mass produce apparel are progressive bundle, unit production and modular production. Each system requires an appropriate management philosophy, materials handling methods, floor layout and employee training. Firms may combine or adapt these systems to meet their specific production needs. Firms may use only one system or a combination of systems for one product line or different systems for different product lines in the same plant. So first I am going to cover the make-through system. Make-through system is most conventional manufacturing system. In the make-through manufacturing system, one workstation and one worker, where we can use the word as tailors. So one workstation with one tailor would be making the complete garment. Even few of the operations where the tailors required to get assistance from another machines or another operators, then but still responsibility of the whole garment will lie on the same tailor in this particular production system. In this production system, the advantage of this production system is each and every workstations are or each and every workers or tailors are self-motivated. It is easy to track that who has made which garment. The supervision is easier in this particular case, and investment is also low because there is no need to have the center table or there is no need to have the material handling system, because worker would be making the whole garment or maximum portion of the garment using the same workstation. So worker will be fitted with one garment at a time, and once the garment is over, then after worker will get the another garment and he will or she will start the process. The disadvantage of this manufacturing system is for every workstations we need the multi-skilled operator, basically who can handle and who can complete the whole garment. So it will have the combination of semi-skilled job, skilled job and highly skilled job. Some of the operations requires semi-skilled operator. Some of the operations required skilled operator. Some of the operation requires highly skilled operator. Like for label attach operations, maybe semi-skilled operator can also do the label attachment operation, or some tacking operations can be done by using the semi-skilled operator. Skilled operators are required wherever we need to have skilled operations like collar and stitch or shoulder attach, back yoke join. So these there we require the skilled operator. And the highly skilled operators in the operations like sleeve join, the operations like pocket attach in the front, the collar join with the body. So these are the operations where we need the highly skilled operator. But in the make through system, as the same operator who is doing all the job, so we need the operator or the tailor who is highly skilled operator or highly skilled tailor. The first system is progressive bundle system. In sewing department, the progressive bundle system, that is also known as PBS or PBU, progressive bundle unit system. This PBS or PBU gets its name from the bundles of garment parts that are moved sequentially from operation to operations. This system, oft referred to as the traditional production system, and has been widely used by apparel manufacturers for several decades, and it is still in use. The AMA Technical Advisory Committee in 1993 reported that 80% of apparel manufacturers use the bundle system, that is PBS, progressive bundle system. They also predicted that use of bundles systems would decrease and firms seek more flexibility in their production systems. Then the question comes, what is bundle? The bundles consist of garment parts needed to complete a specific operation or garment component. For example, an operation bundle for pocket setting might include shirt fronts and pockets that are to be attached. Bundle size may range from 2 to 100 parts. Some firms operate with a standard bundle size, while other firms vary bundle sizes according to cutting orders, fabric shedding, size of the pieces in the bundle, and the operation that is to be completed. Some firms use a dozen or multiples of a dozen because their sales are in dozens. Bundles are assembled in the cutting room where cut parts are matched up with corresponding parts and bundle tickets. Bundles of cut parts are transported to the sewing room, given to operator scheduled to complete the operation. One operator is expected to perform the same operation on all the pieces in the bundle, retie the bundle, process coupon, and set it aside until it is picked up and moved to the next operation. A progressive bundle system may require a high volume of work in the process. Cause of the number of units in the bundles and the large buffer of backup that is needed to ensure a continuous workflow for all operators. Progressive bundle system may be used with a skill center or line layout depending on the order that bundles are advanced through production. Each style may have different processing requirements and thus different routing. Routing identifies the basic operations, sequence of production, and the skill centers where those operations are to be performed. Some operations are common to many styles, and at those operations work may build up waiting to be processed. Disadvantages: the progressive bundle system is driven by cost efficiency for individual operations. Operators perform the same operation on a continuing basis, which allows them to increase their speed and productivity. Operators who are compensated by piece rates become extremely efficient at one operation and may not be willing to learn a new operation because it reduces their efficiency and earnings. Individual operators that work in a progressive bundle system are independent of other operators and the final product. Slow processing, absenteeism, and equipment failure may also cause major bottlenecks within the system. Large quantity of work in process are often characteristics of this type of production system. This may lead to longer throughput time, poor quality concealed by bundles, large inventory, extra handling, and difficulty in controlling inventory. Advantages are the success of bundle system may depend on how the system is set up and used in a plant. This system may allow better utilization of specialized machines as output from one special purpose automated machine may be able to supply several operators for the next operation. Small bundles allow faster throughput unless these are bottlenecks and extensive waiting between operations. The next production system is unit production system. A unit production system is a type of line layout that uses an overhead transporter system to move garment components from workstation to workstation for assembly. All the parts of a single garment are advanced through the production line together by means of a hanging carrier that travels along an overhead conveyor. The overhead rail system consists of main conveyor and accumulating rails for each workstation. The overhead conveyor operates much like a railroad track. Carriers are moved along the main conveyor and switched to an accumulating rail at the workstation, where an operation is to be performed. At the completion of an operation, the operator presses a button and the carriers moves on to the next operation. Most unit production systems are linked to a computer control center that routes and tracks production and provides up to the minute data for management decisions. The automatic control of workflow sorts work, balances the line, and reduces claims of favoritism in bundle distribution. Electronic data collection provides payroll and inventory data, immediate tracking of styles, and costing and performance data for prompt decisions. Processing begins at a staging area in the sewing room. Cut part for one unit of a single style are grouped and loaded directly from the staging area to be hanging carriers. Loading is carefully planned so minimal handling is required. to deliver garment parts in precisely the order and the manner that they will be sewn. When possible, operations are completed without removing the parts from the carrier. Varied sizes and types of hanging carriers are available for different types of products. Automated materials handling replaces the traditional system of bundling, tying and untying and manually moving garment parts. Unit production systems eliminate most of the lifting and turning needed to handle bundles and garment parts. The need for bundle tickets and processing operator coupons is also eliminated when an integrated computer systems monitor the work of each operator. Individual barcodes or electronic devices are embedded in the carrier and read by a barcode scanner at each workstation and control points. Any data that are needed for sorting and processing, such as style data, color sets or lot, can be included. Integrated cutting systems have an online terminals located at each workstation to collect data on each workstations or each operations. In fact, each operator may advance completed units, reroute units that need repair or processing to be different station and check their efficiency for and earning. Operator may signal for more inventory or call for a supervisor if assistance is needed. The terminals at each workstation enables center control area to track each unit at any given moment and provide management with data to be make immediate decisions on routing and scheduling. Operators of this unit production system, that is UPS control center, can determine sequence of orders and colors to keep operators supplied with work and to minimize change in equipment operations and thread colors. A unit production system can control multiple routes and similarly production of minimum style without restructuring. production lines. The control center may perform routing and automatic balancing of workforce, which remembers bottleneck and work stoppages. Each operator has, as well as the control center, is able to monitor individual work history. Data can be collected on the amount of the time an operator works, time spent on each individual, number of the units completed, an operator who worked on each unit, and the piece rate earned by each factory. The system will calculate the earning per hour, per day, and the efficiency rate of each operator. Now we have the advantages. Benefit of unit production system depends on how a system is used and effectiveness of management. Throughput time in the sewing room can be drastically reduced when compared to the progressive bundle system because work in process level is reduced. Operator productivity increases. Direct labor costs are reduced because of pre-positioned parts in the carriers and elimination of bundle processing. Indirect labor cost may be reduced by elimination of lower parts. Quality is improved because accountability of all operators and immediate visibility of problems that are no longer concealed in bundle for extended period of time. The center control system makes it possible to immediately track a quantity problem to the operation that completed the operation. Other benefits that are realized are improved attendance and employment turnover and reduced space utilization. Disadvantages are considering installing a UPS, including cost of buying equipments, cost of installing, familiarized training for the system, and prevention of downtime. Downtime is a potential problem with any of the system, but the low work in process that is maintained makes UPS especially vulnerable. Modular production system. A modular production system is a content manageable work unit that includes an empowered work team, equipment, and work to be executed. Modules frequently operate as mini factories with teams responsible for group goals and self-management. The number of teams in a plant varies with the size and needs of the firm and the product line. Teams can have a niche function as long as there are orders for that type of product. But the success of this type of operation is in the flexibility of being able to produce a wide variety of products in small quantity. Many different names are currently used to identify modular apparel production systems, including modular manufacturing, cellular manufacturing units, compact work teams, flexible work groups, self-directed work teams, and Toyota sewing system. The basic promise is similar among these systems, although the organization and implementation may vary. The number of employees on a team usually 4 to 15. It's vary with the product mix. As general rule of thumb is to be determine the average number of operations required for a style being produced and divide by 3. Team members cross-trained and interchangeably among tasks within the group. Incentive compensation is based on group pay and bonuses for meeting team goals for output and quality. Individual incentive compensation is not appropriate for team-based production. Team may be used to perform all the operation or a certain portion of the assembly operations depending on the organization of module and process required. Before a firm can establish a modular production system, it is must prioritize its goal and take decisions that reflect the need of the firm. With a team-based system, operators are given the responsibility for operating their module to meet goals for throughput and quality. The team is responsible for maintaining a smooth workflow, meeting production goals, maintaining a specified quality level, and handling motivational support for the team. Team members develop an interdependency to improve the process and accomplish their goal. Interdisciplinary are basically in this particular case is the relationship among team members that utilizes everyone's strength for betterment of the team. Workflow in modular production. A modular production system operates as a pull system with demand for work coming from the next operator in line to process the garment. Wastage is normal and workflow is continuous and does not wait ahead of each operation. This increases the potentials for flexibility of styles and quantities of products that can be produced. Teams usually operate as stand-up or sit-down units. A module may be divided into several work zones based on the sequence of operations and the time required for each operation. A work zone consists of a group of sequential operations. Operators are trained to perform the operations in their work zone, and adjacent operations in adjoining work zones so they can move freely from one operation to another as the garment passes. Workflow within a modular or module may be with a single piece handoff, Kanban or bump back system. If a single piece handoff is used, machines are arranged in a very tight configuration. As soon as the operation is completed, the part is handed over to the next operator for processing. Operations need to be well balanced as there is usually one garment component between each operation. Some modules may operate with a buffer of small bundle. A Kanban uses a designated workplace between operations to balance supply with demand. The designated space will hold a limited number of completed components, that is 2 or 3, in queue for next operation. If the designated space is full, there is no need to produce more units. It is needed or the space empties. This limits build-up of product ahead of the next operation. When the space is full, the operator can assist with other operations that may be slow. The bump back or TSS, that is Toyota Sewing System. The Toyota Sewing System approach was developed by the Toyota Sewn Product Management System and is probably the most widely used type of team-based manufacturing. It is a stand-up module with flexible work zones and cross-trained operators. Operators may be cross-trained on up to 4 different successive operations. This enables operators to shift from operation to operation until the next operator is ready to begin work on the garment. The operator needing work steps to the beginning of the zone and takes over the processing at whatever point it is in the production process. The operator who has been relieved of the garment will then move back to the beginning of the work zone and take over work on another garment. This approach enables continuous work on a garment and allows each operator to perform several different operations. This arrangement frequently used as a 4:1 ratio of machine to operators. Advantage of modular manufacturing or production systems are: it is highly flexible, it is fast, it has fast throughput times, there is low wastages, it reduces absenteeism, it reduced repetitive motion elements, it's increased employment ownership of the production process, empowered employees, and improved quality. Disadvantage of modular system: there is a high capital investment in equipment is required. There is a high investment in initial training and high cost incurred in continued training. Now in the last we will see the combination of production systems. Some firms may use the progressive bundle system for producing small parts combined with modular production for garment assembly. This reduces the investment in specialized equipment and reduces the team size needed. Some industry consultants believe that a modular system combined with a unique production system provides the most flexibility, fastest throughput, and most consistent quality. This would be particularly useful for large items such as overalls, coveralls, or heavy coats. The UPS would move the garment instead of the operators. Each manufacturer needs to determine what is best for its production line and production requirements.